How to calm your stress and rejuvenate your adrenals. Your adrenals rule the so-called fight or flight response to modern life stress. It is not anymore the caveman running from a wild animal in the jungle. Modern life has many stressors, as you know, and when there is too much stress over a long period of time, your adrenals simply burn out. Adrenal problems, from insomnia to nervousness, anxiety, chronic fatigue, and so on, reflect a sympathetic nervous system that is too excited. Hence, you have to find a way to activate more your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps with natural relaxation. What are the best natural remedies for your adrenals, you may ask? Number 1. A good sleep pattern is the primal remedy to calm and rejuvenate your adrenals. You simply cannot fix your adrenals if you do not sleep well, period. Number 2. Potassium is needed also to invigorate your adrenals. So make sure your potassium requirements are met through a healthy diet. Please also consider that when your potassium levels are low, your body does not handle well dairy products. Number 3. Vitamin B5 is also needed to strengthen your adrenals. Interestingly, when your body is low in vitamin B5, you do not handle well acidic foods, which lowers it. Number 4. The full spectrum of B vitamins is helpful to strengthen your parasympathetic nervous system. But again, vitamin B5 is key. One very good source of vitamin B5 is the superfood royal jelly. Number 5. Another popular natural remedy to calm your stress and nerves is the amino acid known as glutamic acid, which plays an important role in your immune system, your digestion, and your brain health, as it may be involved in learning and memory. Number 6. Adaptogens are a group of natural herbal remedies that help you better handle stress, and they act as a tonic for your adrenal glands. Most notable adaptogens are the Ayurvedic remedy ashwagandha, also rhodiola, tulsi, ginkgo biloba, gotu kola, Siberian ginseng, and schisandra. They are all adaptogens. But what about your diet? What diet is good for your adrenals? Well, taking good natural supplements for your stress and adrenals is helpful, certainly, but you will be even better served if you could take also care of your diet. It goes without saying that you should get rid of junk food, which is, as you know, usually loaded with artificial sugars, artificial ingredients, GMOs, and trans fats. So get rid of junk food as much as you can. Also consider Ayurveda. Stress and nervousness in Ayurveda fall into the category of a disturbed Vata dosha. Dosha is the Sanskrit word for mind-body type, and under Ayurveda there are 3 main doshas: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. The Vata dosha is made of ether and air, so it goes without saying that you should avoid any airy food to stop exacerbating your nervousness. The rule of thumb to pacify a disturbed Vata dosha is to say no to raw foods, to any dry food, to leafy vegetables, cold foods, and frozen foods, because they are too airy, and instead say yes to heavy, warm, oily, moist food. Warm soups are an excellent way to pacify your Vata dosha, according to Ayurveda. Of course, if you are not nervous but angry, impatient, hateful, and resented, it is a whole different story, because in this case, you fall into the category of a disturbed Pitta dosha, and the Pitta dosha is made of fire and water, so avoid any hot and pungent food in this case, because it would only increase your inner fire and your anger. So the rule of thumb to pacify a disturbed Pitta dosha is to say no to sour foods, salty foods, spicy foods, alcohol, meat, and fried foods. They are all too fiery. And instead, say yes to using cooling herbs and eating salads. Salads are an excellent way to pacify your Pitta dosha. Now, what about your lifestyle? You may ask, what kind of lifestyle changes are good for your adrenals? This is maybe the difficult part for most people who want to calm their stress and rejuvenate their adrenals, because almost everybody is programmed to live a hectic life in our modern societies. Granted, but you can start with small, meaningful changes. For instance, avoid the temptation to multitask, because it only exacerbates your Vata dosha. Concentrate on one single project at a time instead. This will help. Another thing you can do is to have your meals and to go to sleep at the same time every single day, because regularity calms your Vata dosha. It is important even if it seems irrelevant, but in the long run it will benefit you. Another small change that you can make is to avoid watching TV or your computer or your tablet or your mobile phone late at night, because it will leave your mind running and it will make it very difficult for you to have a good sleep. And the obvious is also true. Incorporate in your life all sorts of relaxing and inspiring activities, like, for instance, walking in nature, practicing yoga, tai chi, qigong, or dancing, cycling, swimming, etc. You get the idea. And obviously, music is going to play a very important role in healing your adrenals as well. So listen to inspiring, relaxing, and grounding music as much as you can. Music tuned to 432 Hz, for instance, is very beneficial in this regard. You may try my healing music if you like. What about the psychological and emotional factors behind your adrenals? If you know energy medicine, you will know for sure that the adrenals are governed by the so-called circulation sex meridian. This meridian is usually altered or imbalanced when you are in the midst of a long project and it seems that the project will never be completed. You get the idea. You kind of sincerely regret that you ever began this project. This is the situation that triggers an imbalance in your circulation sex meridian, which governs your adrenals. There are, of course, other situations that may alter your circulation sex meridian, but for the sake of brevity, you can read about them on my website. In any case, as Louis Hay pointed out, problems with the adrenals signal defeatism, anxiety, and no longer caring for the self. And as you suspect, this is not an uncommon pattern that people present in modern days. Metaphysically speaking, the adrenals also reflect an inner conflict regarding your path. You see, when some animals are lost in nature, instead of running like crazy, they stop and sit as if to calmly find their path again or waiting to be found and rescued by other members of their crowd. In the case of humans, you may also feel lost in your direction and therefore your body and system react by slowing you down and causing you to experience some fatigue or even extreme chronic fatigue. Hence, some spiritual coaches always advise you to find out why you are here, in the spiritual sense of the phrase, of course. In other words, to find out your passion and purpose in life and to reconnect to it. If you need some help or guidance in this regard, you can read my book, How to Find Your Passion and Purpose in Life. I hope it helps you in this regard. Now you have a full picture of the complexity of the adrenals, physically, emotionally, and metaphysically. So you are in a good shape to make the necessary adjustments to your diet, your lifestyle, your emotions, and your spirituality to find again the balance that your being is seeking. I hope this helps. See you next time.